Here you go. That's why you do it. You only run on 3rd and 5 if you've already made up your mind you're going for it on 4th and 2.
Goff to throw. Here comes pressure. Escapes. Fires over the middle, and it is incomplete. He got out of a sack but couldn't connect with Reynolds, and the 49ers get a big stop on D.
Now, back to Willard and Dibs on 95.7 The Game.
Oh, my goodness. What a weekend. Let me throw this at you real quick. We want to go to the phones. But I was thinking about this. These two games, like, y'all are gray now, right? You all are gray. I hope none of you ended up hospitalized or anything like that. But that was way more stressful than we thought it was going to be. Yet, here they are, right?
Yeah.
You know what's fascinating about that? I bet most 49er fans are like, well, that's not the way we wanted to do it. And I'm sitting here going, well, you asked them to. They actually just did all of the things that I've heard all of the people ask for 2 years. Think about it. Hey, Kyle, you can't come from behind. Hey, Kyle, you can't do it in the rain. Can you do it in the rain? Can you do it with the good? Can you do it when you miss a field goal? Can you do it without one of your good players? Can you do it from a little bit behind? Can you do it from way behind? And they've done all of those things, and here's the last one. Because how many of you have all said this at any point in the Kyle Shanahan era with the 49ers? Just once could the offense pick up the defense.
Yeah.
Like, just once could the defense have a crap game and the offense make it go away by outscoring someone? Well, poof. Maybe, just maybe, this team is exactly the one that we should have confidence in. They don't feel like that right now, but you could argue that this team has shown the ability that 49er teams in the past have not shown, which is the ability to win multiple ways.
Yes, but I am concerned about the defense going into Kansas City.
That's fair.
You think about the last time they faced Kansas City in the Super Bowl, the defense was nasty and the offense had some question marks. And this year it feels a little bit like it's reversed. The offense feels like it's the better unit than the defense going into this game. And maybe it's recency bias and, small sample size on just yesterday, but the defense had a very bad half, and then they played pretty well in the second half, and they were helped out by some Detroit mistakes, the drop on 4th and 2 by Reynolds, and the misdirection where Gibbs goes the wrong way, and Goff is not sure how to hand it to him, and he hands it to him, and he never puts it away, and then you knock the ball out on that play. Another mistake that was self-inflicted, but you capitalized on it. The defense played much better in the second half, but it feels like this offense can beat Kansas City 35-34, and if the defense plays well, you feel like you can win 17-16. But I would lean toward, and you're right, like, can the offense pick up the defense one time? Well, yesterday they certainly did.
They did.
And I think that result is one that's more likely a week from Sunday than the other one would be.
Evan in the city with us here on Willard and Dibs. Championship Monday. Hey, Evan, what's going on?
Thank you so much for taking my call. I was watching that game yesterday, and the only thing that I kept thinking of is I've seen this game before. February 5th, 2017. We get 28-3 lead, and you just saw a team completely demolish their game plan and just bomb in the second half. On the other side.
Evan, I wish your phone wasn't messing with you so much. We can barely hear a word you're saying, although I did get the gist of it, which is he's going back to the Falcons-Patriots Super Bowl and 28-3. And I will tell you, gosh, sometimes games just get these dynamics where even well before a deficit has been erased, you can sort of feel it because you just get the indicators are all there. The indicators are there, and it feels like a snowball running downhill. And again, this is why for me, and I understand all the analytics, I understand Dan the Gambler, and I understand that a lot of people are focused on other fourth downs. For me, the one that I'll remember, and there was a conversation in our house. Our buddy Chris was over, and we looked at each other, and he goes, I can't believe he's going for it here on 4th and 2. And I said, I can't either, simply because if you don't get it and the Niners go get a touchdown and you've got a one-score game, you've opened yourself up to being basically the guy that let them back in. Now, at that point, it was just sort of a wild scenario, but within moments, it was even worse than any of us could have ever imagined if from the perspective of Detroit, which was not only do you not get the 4th down, the Niners do score a touchdown, you then fumble the very next time you touch the ball, and now the Niners are tied. But this is one of those, and 28-3 was the same, where well before the deficit was gone, you could feel it. You could feel that it was going. The second they went for it on 4th and 2 and Reynolds dropped it, I thought to myself, this might get, the Niners are fully in this football game.
Yeah, I thought that was the play of the game, and I said it out loud that if Detroit converts their 4th and 2 from the Niners 28, then they probably go on and score. Maybe they have to settle for 3 down the road on that drive, but they get the 3 that they need. And when they didn't get that, I thought, okay, Niners looked better on their opening drive, even though they had to settle for a 3-point field goal to start the third quarter. I felt like if the Niners can go down from here and get a touchdown, yeah, you got a ball game. And then the Ayuk play happens, and you're thinking, okay, now at that moment, even though they didn't score on the play, when that play happened, I thought Niners going to win this game.
Yeah.
Because if that goes their way, 4th and 2, it's a drop, and you get the ball back, and then Ayuk gets a 51-yard catch off the face mask of the defender. And the fact that he was able to keep his balance, see the ball, and make the catch and go down to the 4.5-yard line. Incredible. And when those things go your way, you start to feel a little bit of the destiny.
No doubt, especially when you're playing the Detroit Lions. I mean, that's a big part of this.
I guess. I kind of put that aside, though, because they didn't look like the Detroit Lions in the first half.
No, I know, but that's the way it goes. Like this becomes the Lions experience. This is the franchise experience. This is their fans' experience, which is that not only are you frustrated losers, but even when things are set up for it to go well, you sort of find a way for it to not. And I think that they were carrying that with them in the fourth quarter. I really do. To the point where once it gets going in the wrong direction, you sort of roll your eyes like, oh, God, no, we're not doing this, right? Which is not the mentality you want. The mentality you want is just like, no, I'm not even acknowledging that. We're fine. We're still up by 7. They still haven't really stopped us, right? Like after the IU catch, it's 24-17. Take a deep breath. They haven't stopped you all day. You're up by a touchdown late in the third quarter. You're fine.
Yeah.
One play later, you're like, uh-oh, now we're not fine.
Right.
Now we're not fine. And so I just thought that they carried that with them throughout the fourth. Jonathan in the city. Hey, Jonathan, you're on with Willard and Dibs. What's up?
Hey, man. How's it going, guys? At halftime, I was almost flatlined. But then again, I remember we just saw the comeback at Green Bay. So you know what I said to myself and everybody in the house? We got to have faith. We got to have faith, guys, because that's all we got. And then it happened. And we needed every single one of those. The luck, right? The Detroit Lions dropsies. There was, a couple of throws that Jared Goff delivered right on time, perfectly delivered, but they dropped it. Kyle Juszczyk on the sideline, toe drag. That was beautiful. Brock Purdy scrambles. Ayuk. Are you kidding me? Off the helmet catch, 60-yard bomb, the third and Juwan, one-handed fingertip grab. We needed every single one of those. I can't believe they went Joe Boxers 2 games in a row. But this 2 weeks is going to be lit. Las Vegas is going to be on fire. Hey, just got lucky, and we did 3 games in a row. 2 down, 1 to go. Let's go, Niners!
Okay, there it is. Jonathan in the city. Yeah, it is a weird playoff run. This is a really weird playoff run. I don't know if I don't remember anything that felt like this, and I don't even just mean for the 49ers. I mean for any team. A 1 seed everything in their building the whole time, and how many minutes out of the 2 hours that were just played did it feel like the 49ers were going to win the football game in which they were playing?
Not many.
Yeah.
Not many at all.
This is a weird playoff run to get to a Super Bowl.
Only a snippet of the game against the Packers because you were chasing that thing virtually the whole way. And then yesterday, Jonathan mentioned it at halftime, 24-7. You're thinking, oh, geez. And then even when the Niners get the 3 and Detroit gets the ball back and they move pretty promptly down the field, the game predictor says they have a 91% chance to still win that football game. So you're thinking, oh, but I was thinking Detroit's going to score another touchdown. It's going to be 31-10, and then it's night time. I'm going to play with the baby in the other room. But
a field goal at that point to me felt not nail in coffin, but I mean,
you're coffin shopping.
You down by 3 scores,
17,
with a quarter and a half to go.
Yeah, you're coffin shopping.
You're not in good shape.
You're calling the next of kin.
That's why I was so thankful that he went for it.
Totally.
I'm like, oh, dude, you're creating a window. And then he dropped the ball, and I'm like, oh, you just created a window. Niners went flying through it.